Go for it.
Hello, this is Kevin McDonald coming from the Adirondack National Park. We are on the Northville Placid Trail, and you are watching RevHiker Outdoors.
All right, guys, here we are. We're just about to get ready to start the Northville Placid Trail. Got a couple guys with me. We got people from Florida, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, and it's going to be a great trip. You get to meet most of the guys along the way. We're at the trailhead here up in Placid, and we're hiking southbound down to Northville. And I will check in with you guys periodically, but right now we're going to put some get some miles behind us and try to set up camp. I'll check in with you a little later, and I'll try to catch some cool scenery on the way. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. This is going to be a fun one. All right, guys. So we're about 2 miles in. Beautiful weather. It's a little humid, but we're right like in the low 70s. A lot of wetness on the trail so far. I think just about everyone's feet are at least a little bit wet. We got a lot of blowdown. As you can see, we've gone through a bunch of this kind of stuff, but otherwise, trail's been good. We're having a good time. Had a decently long car ride up with everybody to kind of get to know some of the guys, and we'll try to. What I definitely want to do is show you everybody's setup in camp this first night, and each night I'll give you guys a view of kind of where we're staying, what we're doing, and where everybody's set up. We got 2 guys in tents and 3 guys in hammocks. Sorry. Anyway, guys, stick around. I'm going to be doing, if we hit any really cool scenery, I've got my GoPro head mount again, so kind of give you like a first-person view of what that's like. Oh, here we go. Mile 2. So I don't know how long they keep that up, but we found 2 of them so far. So anyway, stick around, guys. I'm really excited about this hike. I was actually kind of nervous to get going, but as soon as you start getting some miles behind you, the jitters go away and you're just worried about keeping going. So I think this first night we're going to try to hike about 4 hours or so before we set up camp. So hopefully we can, put away maybe 12 miles is kind of what we're thinking. So anyway, I'll check in later. All right, guys, so we're just taking a little break here because we got to this absolutely beautiful little spot back here. Just gorgeous. And we're just taking a little breather, getting a little hydration, and checking out some of these beautiful views. Really cool stuff out here. You can see some mountains in the back. Couldn't ask for any better weather. Got a nice breeze keeping us cool, and the trail has dried up somewhat from what it was in the beginning. Ooh, you all right? Almost bit it. Miss as good as a mile. Well, we'll check in later, guys. All right, here's a portion of the trails on the first day, guys. As you can see, there's a lot of water, a lot of mud. We're trying to, oh boy, we're trying to miss it, but I tell you, it's really killing our speed. Trying to miss all this stuff here and not get soaked. There's probably going to come a point, I was talking to Bryant, and we said at some point we'll probably just end up plowing through the mud and not care when we get far enough behind, but we're, for right now, we're still attempting to keep dry. There's one of the foot trail markers there. I've seen a mix of trail markers. Some are marked NTP and some are marked just the blue foot trail. So doesn't really matter at this point. There's nothing that intersects for quite a while, but man, you can see just Beautiful woodland trail here. Most of the ground, like this part of the trail, really nice. You got a lot of this crushed up leaf litter and very soft underfoot. I think that's gonna be a good thing as far as preventing blisters and that sort of thing. This is probably the longest stretch of dry trail we've had in a while. We climbed up a little bit in elevation, and now we've got a little bit of dry stuff. So the weather's looking good at this point, but it can change pretty quick up here. We'll probably get rain at least one day, but I'm hoping that for the next couple days the trails will dry. Supposed to have some good wind, which is usually good for drying stuff out. So anyway, guys, enjoy the scenery. I know I definitely am. Not big vistas, but I love going through like these ferns, and just the deciduous woods are great. Mixture of hardwood, some pine sprinkled in there. Beautiful stuff. All right, what do you guys think of the trail so far?
It's awesome. Great.
Good deal.
It is pretty gorgeous. I love the evergreens and the. Actually, I like the tough parts too.
Yeah, the mud is kind of almost fun to go around. All right, so guys, we got Bryant here, we got Andrew, we got Kevin, and we got Dan the mystery man over there. He's not fond of being on camera, so we're gonna leave him out as per his wishes. We got some deep water here that we're gonna try to, over there is the official trail, and we're not gonna go on that, but I did find this log, so I'm gonna take you guys along, and hopefully I don't fall in. And hopefully you can see me. Voila.
You know I should have been a ballerina.
Trekking poles provide balance and style. If you start to lose your balance, just do a big jump.
That was good. I just wanted to style points.
Hey Dan, stay back if you don't want to be on camera. I don't want to get you. It is a little precarious. A little bit of speed might be your friend.
Yeah, I'm just trying to balance my pack first too.
Hey, you want to toss your pack over?
I don't think I can toss it. Here.
Oh, that's right, you got like 40 pounds. There it is. Speed and power.
It looks like.
Man, we are having some beautiful scenery. I don't know if you can hear me over this babbling brook, but I'll try not to take a dip here. Whoa. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous through here. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of Indian cucumber here. This is edible. Some other stuff over there. If we get too hungry, we can make a feast. All right, guys, we are in the thick of it here. I think we're about 7 miles in on the day, and good night. Look at the size of these logs. Look at these root balls up here. This is cool. This is cool, but I tell you, it's definitely slowing us down. Definitely slowing us down. Super cool. Drink in that scenery. Well, we got into camp really late last night, after 10 o'clock, and we had to set up, and it was just kind of a mess. My setup wasn't the way I wanted it. I don't think anyone's was. Just cooking some breakfast now. When it gets a little later in the morning, and I think that we can talk, I'll catch you guys up. But like I said, we've got people all over the place. I can't believe how jammed up this one spot is. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. But just cooking some breakfast right now, and try not to be cold. I hope you can see my cape. This is my North by North merino wool scarf, and I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious that I was Batman, but this just confirms it. Catch you later. All right, guys, we're got on the trail a few minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago. We're gonna try to make it to Long Lake today, and we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a good deal, and we met there was a ton of people at camp last night. It was not good. We got in really late. Just had some delays and stuff. Trail was rough. We got in pretty late, and I could not find any good hammock spots. It was actually a nightmare. My setup on a scale of 1 to 10 was probably like a 3 last night, and because I couldn't set things up the way I wanted, I ended up getting a little chilly. Didn't sleep all that great, but either way, we're going today. Everything is looking nice. Got a little tiny bit of rain last night, which I didn't think we were supposed to, so I almost didn't put up my tarp, but I decided to at the last minute, and paid off. But it took a little longer getting ready this morning, but we're on the trail now. I'm gonna shut up and let you guys see some of the current trail conditions, and just see how everything's going. I'll tell you, a lot of the trail is just dense wood like this, but every so often you pop out on just like a beautiful scene like this. Sun coming through, mountains in the background, beautiful. So far I'm really enjoying this trail. We're gonna try to do I'm gonna try to do a heavy day today. It's gonna be about 27 miles if we make it to Long Lake, but let's see. Hopefully the trail is a little drier than it was yesterday, but not exactly looking that way. You can see got some deep holes. Oh boy. Anyway, guys, I'll check in periodically, and we'll see what we can see. I'll stop at all the cool stuff. Well, I'll stop at the really cool stuff, because most of the trail's cool.
Look how clear that water is.
Dude, you see back here?
You guys clam up as soon as the camera comes out? That's going in the video now.
It's a nice stream.
What do you guys think so far?
Outstanding. Beautiful.
10 out of 10. Variety.
There is some variety, no doubt about that. All right, guys, we're about 5 miles in. Really beautiful section of trail here. We got the sun coming through, and man, this is just gorgeous. You know, this trip doesn't really have any of the big views like some of the mountains do, but we've still had some beautiful scenery coming through here. A lot of big boulders kind of sprinkled through these pines and we've been in like a mixture of hardwoods and pine so far, and now we just kind of emptied out into this almost totally pine forest, which is really cool and lets a little more light through. So far the trail today is, in my opinion, definitely been easier than the first day. I mean, like I said before, we got into camp late and I didn't even bother filming our setup, but I will definitely try to do it tonight so you guys can get a look at what everybody's setup is. And anyway, I know you guys won't enjoy this trail as much as me, but I hope some of this video helps you get a little taste for it, especially if you're thinking about doing this trail at any point. So far, it's well worth it. Ooh, this is getting tight. One thing I've noticed is that some of the trail maintenance in spots is kind of light and leaves a little bit to be desired.
You guys don't want to go around. There's a trail over here.
Oh, we got some water? All right. Hold on. I'll catch you guys later. So, guys, man, this is one of those cool things on this trail that I've been noticing. You come out to a certain spot and you get stuff like this in the background, and views like this really don't disappoint at all. This is just absolutely beautiful. We're having a blast. Pace is not what I would want it to be, only because of there's a lot of blowdown, a lot of walk-arounds of deep water. There's just, you know, we're running into a lot of mud, a lot of problems, you know, stuff like this. And this is about the smallest of it. We had to go over a tree earlier that was probably 2.5 to 3 feet in diameter. I mean, sucker was big, and you know, it does make it takes more energy, and it's hard to count your pace. You know, I'm doing it electronically with a pace counter, or a step counter, but still, you can't get an accurate mileage of where you are on the trail because you're doing so much of this zigging and zagging and going around water. Hold on a second, there's a tricky spot right here. Almost bit it. We had one guy, Bryant, took a digger yesterday. I thought might have been the end of the trip. He whacked his head on a rock. It looked worse than it was. I was right behind him when it happened. But if you're thinking about doing this trail and it's rained sometime in the last month, definitely be careful with your foot placement. Be careful with just everything. Watch the trail carefully too, because like I said, there are a lot of reroutes and going around blowdown, stuff like that. If you're not paying attention, it's easy to, you know, kind of just take a wrong turn. Also, let me show you guys this. These guys are maybe, I don't think you'll even be able to see it on camera. And they're probably only 30 yards, 40 yards ahead of me, and you just can't see them. It's just, these woods are so dense, you just don't get to see much. See, this is the kind of stuff just like slows you down, unless you're wearing hip waders and you just blast through all the water. But I mean, you can just see them through there. So very dense trail, but a lot of it has been like this. We'll have a stretch where we can make, you know, 3.5 miles an hour, and then we'll come to a section where you're at a dead stop trying to pick your way over a creek or something, or hop over a log like this. See if I can do this on camera. All right. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was pretty good. Anyway, guys, I got to catch up to the group. I will check in later next time we hit some awesome scenery. See you later. All right, so we're on the trail here. We're at the Cold River number 2 lean-to. You can see some of the mileage is there. About 150 or 120, oh, 120 miles from Northville. And we're looking to get to Long Lake today. That's a tall order. but we'll see what we can do. So anyway, just figured I'd share some of the progress with you, show you guys kind of where we're at. And now that I've been doing some yakking, I'm gonna catch up. The last probably mile and a half, the trail finally kind of lost all the mud. We've been dry for quite a while, no big rocks, no blowdown, and the trail's just been super easy like this. Which is a nice break, honestly, because the other stuff was really slowing us down. So I think over the last couple miles we managed 3¼ miles an hour is about what we were hitting. So we're doing pretty good. Whew. Thanks for joining us, guys. Having a lot of fun, and I'll check in maybe next time we hit a landmark or something cool. All right, guys, so we just stopped for lunch at this lean-to here. I'm not even sure which one it is because we just been slogging along. We're all getting some rest for our feet and food in our bellies. And speaking of feet, I want to put a graphic content warning right now, because we're going to take a look at AJ's feet, and it's graphic. So if there are children watching, now would be the time to have them leave the room. Let's see these zombies, bro. My Atlanta. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's see the bottoms of them. Yep. Yeah. Well, you need to avoid some more puddles, man.
Working on it.
Working on it. We are having a great time. I'm trying to think. I think we're at a little over 10 miles so far. It's right about 12 o'clock. Yeah. Well, this says 11. Here's my steps. Close to 25,000 steps. We're at 11.58 miles. I think this is overestimating our mileage a little bit, because some of my steps are a lot shorter than usual, as we're having to kind of get through some of these rough spots and stuff like that. But overall, definitely having a good day, and I'm excited to keep going. Like I said before, the goal is Long Lake, and tall order, because from Moose Pond, where we camped last night, it's about 28 miles. You know, those things are never like totally accurate, but anyway, that's the plan. So big day for day 2. I would like to have a couple big days in a row, so that Friday it's not, you know, like overwhelming. It'd be nice to have a shorter day on the last day. Anyway, let me show you a couple things. It's kind of everywhere they put one of these lean-tos just ends up being really nice. You can it was nice the last probably quarter mile of the trail, maybe a little more. We've just been listening to this river and some rapids and some horseshoe bends, and it's just been really nice. We've seen a lot of really cool trees wrapped around rocks and stuff like that, and then trees where it looked like a cannonball went through, like this one. No idea how that one happened, but just been having fun. So let me walk down to the water. We got a little herd path here, see what we can see, and hope that I don't fall in. Take a digger. I'm about to refill my water out here. Yeah, look at this, just gorgeous. You can see the reflection of the trees on the water. Really having a great time. Definitely recommend to anybody that's got some time and some mental fortitude to try this length of a trip. Man, having a great time. I'll catch you later, guys. Okay, so we just finished up lunch, came short. Oh boy, this is bad. Dude had dry feet for like 30 seconds. And now we come to this bridge that is definitely out. You can see some of the building materials here. I'm not really sure how they got these things down, how they got them here. I don't know if they floated them or what, but I'm about to strap on the GoPro and we will attempt this river crossing together. All right, here we go. We're gonna give this a rip on camera. Maybe this will end up in the bloopers reel. It might. Maybe it'll end up on the greatest saves. Hey, made it. There we go. All right, catch you guys later. All right, guys, so we've come a long way today. We're trying to get to Long Lake Highway. We're gonna try to get around the highway today, so it's about 13 miles. And we've already come, well, if that's 13 miles, then that means we've done 15, right? Because it was 28 and change. So yeah, we're doing good. So let's go over this little, this is a cool bridge. Woo! Bit wobbly. Give you guys a little bouncy. Nope, it's me. Watch me get in trouble because this is on video or something.
Nice.
Man, that is a cool bridge. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Not bad at all. All right, guys, so according to my step counter on my phone, I'm a little over 35,000 steps and 16 and a half miles or so. And we just came to this beautiful little spot along the trail, and we decided to take a 5-minute break, grab some extra water, and just enjoy the views for a minute. Take a little break. Been listening to this for quite some time now. This whole, I believe this is a cold river, and we've just been kind of walking alongside of it and listening to it for a while. Just beautiful out here. Having an awesome time. Well, catch you guys later. Here we can observe ThruHikers in their natural habitat. Notice the look of sorrow on their faces. You can smell the sweat and BO. We've been spotted. All right, guys, so we're about 20 miles in today. Well, between, you know, it's hard to say. The step counter seems to be a little bit higher than what the signs say, but in my experience in the Adirondacks, the signs tend to not be that accurate either. So I'm splitting the difference. I'm saying we're close to 20 miles in, and man, these trails are just gorgeous, but there's definitely a lot of reroutes due to, you know, just changing conditions and flooding and beaver dams and stuff like that. For the most part, the trail's pretty well established. Check this thing out. This is the kind of stuff I'm seeing like constantly. There's so much cool stuff from the blowdown. It is making the trail a bit harder, you know, because you gotta get over these high trees. And one guy, you know, I'm about 6 foot tall. I think he said he's 5'6", so he's having a hard time with some of the down things, and I know he is because I am, and I definitely have longer legs. But anyway, trail's been good. Still seeing mud from time to time, but the last several miles, here's some mud in fact, the last several miles have been pretty good. We're still pushing on to Long Lake, but should be alright. I'll catch you guys later. Okay guys, so it's what time is it? Hold on, let me look here. The official time is now 8:20. We've been here for a little while. Cooked dinner, about to start getting everything set up. We're at the Kelly Lean-Tos on Long Lake. You can see it's long, but we did, by my step counter, I did just over 60,000 steps today, and about 28.5 miles. So needless to say, we're all pretty tired. I just housed my meal, and now I'm gonna go set up my hammock and probably sleep for a good 10 hours. You know, this definitely more of a challenge than I thought it would be, getting this mileage done. So hopefully some of the soreness in the feet and everything will subside overnight, and tomorrow we'll be able to do it all over again. Catch you guys later.